cunts anything you want. Now's your chance, or else I'm not going to tell you nothing. We need to know. We need to know. Fraud. I never committed no fraud. What's my biggest sexual fantasy? My biggest sexual fantasy. 2 lesbians at once. Ass to mouth. And everything goes. Any hole will do. That's the way I draw my sexual fantasy. 2 crazy lesbians. Ass to mouth. I want to fuck her up the ass and shove it in her friend's fucking mouth. And I want her to beg me for more. I'm driving her up the arse. Anyway, that bitch wouldn't walk right for a week. Well, that's my sexual fantasy. You ask that, that's what you get. You know, story time, kids. Story time. I'm going to tell you a story. Now, oh boy. Shouldn't be talking too much because she might be watching. But I went out with this girl named Jenny. She lived over in Utopia. I live up here in Barrie, which isn't too far away. She was a foster kid. But the foster parent kept her in even though she was done school and everything. So her foster parents kept her. Okay? And she was 23. I was about 24. Met up with her. She liked the fact that I was working, making some cash, you know. And she actually really liked the fact that I was working. Whereas the rest of the clan were just a bunch of bums. They didn't fucking work. They didn't fucking do nothing. They waited for me to get paid so I can come over there for the booze. Then all the old man had in the fucking fridge was a pack of hot dogs, so we had to fucking slice up 3 hot dogs, and at least that got us something in our stomach. But then he said, "Oh, wait. He go, hey, wait. The old man's gonna fall asleep, then we'll take his tobacco." So what does fucking Dave do? We're smokes, right? So we need smokes, right? So what does Dave do? Dave goes and fucking takes the ashtray from the old man. Because the old man always left like 3/4 of a butt. Okay? And we'd be fucking taking the tobacco, and then we would roll it up into some tubes, and that'd be our smokes, right? But when I came over, I always had fucking treats for us and everything like that. Anyway, that's where I met Jenny. Because Jenny used to date Dave, but then Dave broke up with Jenny. But Brad stayed friends with Jenny. So Jenny was allowed back in the place as long as she didn't mention the relationship. I was all cool with her. I didn't even know this. I found this out after what I'm about to tell you that happened. I had no idea that this was Dave's ex-girl. Otherwise, I wouldn't go fucking near her. But she was coming on to me. I was coming on to her. Back then in the days, I had perfect teeth. Beautiful teeth. And Yeah, so I met Jenny. And Jenny would come over here, party with me. And my sister and her would put on makeup on each other and shit like that and whatever, right? And I'd watch a movie or whatever. And one day I told her, I said, look, I'm going to the strip club. And she goes, oh yeah, which one? I'll go with you. Huh? Yeah, I'll go with you. Okay. So I brought her with me to the strip club. We had a couple of beers. Partied a little bit. And watching the strippers strip on stage, right? And we stayed there about four or five different girls come out. Then all of a sudden, a girl comes. I know exactly who she is. But Jenny knows who she is too. Jenny says, hey, isn't that Tabitha? I said, yeah. But her name on stage was Stormy. Okay? She was Storm on stage. That was her stage name. So Jen, she yells out, Tabitha. And she turns around and looks at her. Boom! They both recognize each other. So all fucking night, these two bitches are talking amongst each other, right? But Jenny's buying me beer. So I didn't care. I just sat there and fucking listened and everything or whatever, right? And hello. And Tabitha says to Jenny, don't go anywhere. She goes, well, I got him. She goes, don't go anywhere. So anyway, Tabitha, okay, she freshened up or cleaned up or whatever, right? And she comes back and she has a big magnum of wine. Okay, cool. And she said, where are we going to drink this? I said, I don't know. I said, we can drink it in the basement at my place. She goes, yeah, let's go. So we all go down there. My bedroom's in the basement, right? And we didn't have no flat screen TV back then. We didn't have no fucking... I don't even think fucking Nintendo came out yet back then. I think we were still using the fucking Commodore 64s back in the day that I'm talking about. So we all get back to my place and we start drinking the fucking wine and watching TV or, trying to entertain ourselves. So Jenny says she's going to go lay down. Okay, she goes and lays down. 10 minutes later, Tabitha goes and lays down. Guess where they laid down? My bed. So I drank a little bit more, and I walked over to the door and I looked at the fucking door. And there's them two. Both of them sleeping in my fucking bed. Opportunity. Advantage. It's my fucking bed. I told you guys you guys can have a couch. So I jumped in with them. I didn't just jump in. I jumped in between both of them. Yeah. So I woke up, my hands on some girl's tip, and the other one has her hand where my junk is. And I kissed them both.